English learners, welcome back to the Bloom English podcast, your cozy place to learn easy English through real-life conversations. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Oliver. Yeah, we're really happy you're here with us today. You might be listening on your commute, washing the dishes, or just sitting on your sofa trying to improve your speaking skills.
And speaking of speaking skills, Oliver, we need to talk about something painful today. You know that moment when you're talking to someone new, maybe a colleague or a stranger,
Oh, I know where this is going.
and you ask a question, they answer, and then silence, just dead silence. The conversation crashes.
Yeah, I get that. It's the worst feeling. It's like hitting a wall. I actually had this happen yesterday. I was talking to a guy at the gym. I asked, "Do you come here often?" He said, "Yes." And then we just stared at each other.
Oh no, that is so awkward.
It was terrible. I felt like I wanted to disappear. And I think many people listening have that same fear. They worry that their English isn't good enough to keep the chat moving.
Yeah, but actually, it's usually not about your grammar. It's about your strategy. If you feel like your conversations always hit a dead end, or if you panic when the other person stops talking, hey, you're not strange. You're just missing a small social skill.
Exactly. So today, we want to fix that. We want to talk about small talk, because small talk can do two things. It can be painful and boring, or it can be the bridge to a real friendship.
Yeah, because I used to hate small talk. I thought it was fake. I just wanted to talk about deep things immediately. But I realized you can't just walk up to a stranger and ask, "What is your deepest fear?"
Yeah, please don't do that. They will run away.
Exactly. So in this episode, we want to do something simple. We'll look at why conversations die, and then give you 2 or 3 very easy tricks to keep them alive. Not fake tricks, just simple ways to keep the ball moving.
And we'll talk about it in B1 level English. Calm, simple sentences. If you don't understand every single word, that's okay. Just relax, listen, and let the conversation flow.
And near the end, we'll do a small word tour. We'll take a few useful words from today, like awkward or interrogate, and explain them slowly with examples so they stay with you.
And later, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. What is the hardest part of small talk for you? Is it starting or keeping it going?
All right, let's jump in. I want you to imagine something. You are playing tennis, but instead of hitting the ball back to your partner, you catch it and put it in your pocket.
The game ends.
Exactly. That is what most English learners do without knowing it. They kill the game.
Yeah, and usually they do it because they fall into what we call the interview mode.
Oh, the interview mode. Tell us about that.
It's when you get nervous, so you start asking questions like a police officer. Where are you from? France. How long have you been here? 2 years? Do you like it? Yes.
Oh, that already feels stressful just listening to it.
Right? It's not a conversation. It's an interrogation. You are demanding information, but you aren't giving anything back.
And the other person feels like they are taking a test.
Exactly. So, step 1 is stop asking a million questions. You need to balance the questions with statements.
Yeah, and that leads us to the best trick for this. We call it the add-on.
The add-on. Okay, how does it work?
It's super simple. When someone asks you a question, never give a naked answer.
A naked answer?
Yeah, a naked answer is just yes or no or good. It has no clothes. It's too short.
Okay. So if I ask you, Sophia, did you have a good weekend? Don't just say yes.
Right. If I say yes, you have nowhere to go. But if I use the add-on, I say, yes, I did. I actually went to that new pizza place downtown.
Ah, I see. You added a hook. Now I can ask. Oh, was the pizza good? Or, I love pizza.
Exactly. I gave you something to hold on to. I made your job easier.
That is really helpful. Because being a generous speaker means you help the other person.
Totally. Let's try another one. Imagine we are at work. I ask you, Oliver, is the project finished?
Okay, the naked answer is yes. The add-on answer is yes, it is. And I was actually surprised by the sales numbers this month.
Boom. Now we are having a real discussion about sales.
It's such a small change. You just add one sentence, one extra detail.
Yeah. And if you start doing this, you will see people relax. They will stay in the conversation longer because it feels easy.
But Sophia, what happens when I am the one asking the questions? What if the other person is giving me naked answers?
Oh, that is the hard part. When you are trying, but they are just saying yes, no, good.
Yeah, that's when I usually panic and start talking about the weather. So, it's raining, huh?
The weather trap? No, don't do that. If they are giving short answers, you need to use a technique called the echo.
The echo, is that like repeating them?
Sort of. It's a trick that psychologists use. You simply repeat the last few words they said, but with a curious tone.
Give me an example.
Okay, tell me a boring story.
I went to the bank yesterday.
You went to the bank?
Yeah, the line was huge. I waited for an hour.
An hour?
I know, and the guy in front of me was shouting at the teller.
Shouting at the teller.
Yeah, he was so angry. See, I just kept talking.
Exactly. I didn't even say anything real. I just echoed your words, but it made you feel heard.
That is magic. It takes the pressure off me to be interesting. I just have to listen and repeat.
Yeah, it's a great way to survive a dying conversation.
Okay, so the echo saves us when the other person is talking. But Sophia, I have one more nightmare situation.
What is it?
The mind blank. You know, when you are standing there, it's your turn to speak, and your brain is just empty. It's like a white room with no furniture.
Oh, yeah, I know that room. It usually happens when we get nervous. The stress blocks our thinking.
Exactly. So if I am standing in that white room and I have absolutely nothing interesting to say, what do? Run away?
No, do not run away. You use the look around technique.
The look around?
Yeah, if your brain is empty, stop looking inside your head. Look outside. Use the room. Use the context.
Give me an example.
Okay, imagine we are at a boring office party. The conversation just died. Silence. I look around and I see the food table. I can say, "Have you tried the chocolate cake? It looks dangerous."
It looks dangerous. I like that. It's funny.
Or if we are waiting for a bus and it's raining, you can just look at the sky and say, "I think we're going to need a boat to get home today."
Ah, I see. You are creating a shared moment. We are both stuck in this rain, so let's talk about it.
Exactly. You don't need to be a philosopher. You just need to notice something. The music, the decor, the long line, the weird painting on the wall.
So the rule is, if you can't talk about yourself, talk about the room.
Perfect. That takes all the pressure off you.
You know, that actually brings up a really big point. I think the reason we get so scared of silence is that we think we have to be interesting.
Oh, totally. We think we need to be the coolest, funniest person in the room.
Yeah, but actually, people don't care if you are interesting. They care if you are interested.
That is the secret. If you use the echo and the add-on, you show that you're interested in them. And that makes you the best conversationalist in the room, even if your grammar is bad.
That's a relief. So I don't need to be a stand-up comedian. I just need to be a curious human.
Exactly. Just be curious.
All right. I think we have given our listeners a full survival kit for small talk. We have the add-on, the echo, and the look around.
Yeah. So now let's slow things down a bit.
It's time for our calm word tour.
Yeah. Let's take a few useful words and phrases from today's chat and break them down so you can actually use them.
Just relax and listen. You don't have to memorize everything right now.
So the first word is interrogate. Ayanti arya.ge.2. Interrogate means to ask questions aggressively, usually to get information. Example: the police interrogated the suspect for 5 hours. Example: don't interrogate your new friends with too many questions. Just let them speak.
Next phrase is naked answer. This isn't a dictionary term, but we use it to describe an answer that is too short. It has no detail. Example: when I asked him about his job, he gave me a naked answer. Just yes. Example: try to avoid naked answers. Always add one detail to keep the chat moving.
Next word is awkward. Ada UKWRD. This is the feeling of being uncomfortable or embarrassed socially. Example: the silence in the elevator was very awkward. Example: I waved at him, but he didn't see me, and it felt awkward.
Another word is echo. E-C-H-O. An echo is a sound that repeats. In conversation, it means repeating the other person's words to show you are listening. Example: she used the echo technique to make him feel heard. Example: if you don't know what to say, just echo the last thing they said.
And the last word is context. Context. Context is the situation around you, the room, the people, the weather, the vibe. Example: if your mind goes blank, look at the context for a topic. Example: I didn't understand the joke because I missed the context.
If you like, you can choose 2 or 3 of these words and write your own sentences in the comments.
Yeah, that's a great way to build up your vocabulary and also show up for your English practice.
And remember, you don't need to use all of them today. Just keep them in your mind, and slowly they will become part of your language.
We're really happy you spent this time with us.
Take care of your English and take care of your conversations.
This is Sophia.
And this is Oliver.
And you've been listening to the Bloom English Podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.